Hello everyone. I haven't done a video review in a while because I've had a lot going on in my life over the past couple of months, but I have decided to do one today, and I'm going to talk about the 2021 sci-fi film Dune. I have the book right here. It's a very big book. Very big book. So I'm going to talk about the film instead. On with the review.
Can I trust you with something?
Yes, always. You know that.
I've been having dreams about a girl on Arrakis. I don't know what it means.
Dreams make good stories. But everything important happens when we're awake.
Dune is a 2021 sci-fi epic action-adventure film co-written and directed by Denis Villeneuve, based on the 1965 novel by Frank Herbert. This film is the second film adaptation of the novel, the first one being the 1984 version, directed by David Lynch. The film covers the first half of the novel and follows Paul Atreides, played by Timothée Chalamet, as he and his family, the noble house Atreides, are thrusted into a war for the dangerous desert planet Arrakis between the native people of the Fremens who live on Arrakis and the enemy invaders who were the former rulers of Arrakis, and they are House Baratheon.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Smile, Gurney.
I am smiling.
Alongside Timothée Chalamet stars an ensemble cast including Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Zendaya, Chang, Charlotte Rampling, Jason Momoa and Javier Bardem. Dune first premiered at the 2021 Venice Film Festival and had a wide release in cinema on October 21st. It was also released on HBO Max that day in the United States. Dune has received critical acclaim so far for its visuals and ambition, and is surprisingly becoming a box office success. I've been dying to see this film all year. I finally watched it. I'm just going to get straight into the review. And also, if you want to see more video reviews in the future, make sure you give me a like and subscribe to this channel, and also check out the Fleming Film Show on here and my other previous reviews and video essays. I want to try and do more of them now. And I want you guys to still support me and watch my videos, so hope you enjoy this review. Anyway, without further ado, here are my thoughts on Dune. Now, I understand that Dune is a very complex story, but this movie is really easy to follow. I'm kind of glad this is only the first half because it doesn't feel like they're trying to cram too much in, and I think this film is a lot more easier to follow compared to David Lynch's movie. The story and the universe are both unique and interesting, and it's a really interesting universe I want to learn more about and see more things about. But my only issue with this story, and this is my only flaw with the movie itself, is the story being like too draggy and slow paces, and there are some lines of dialogue that feel a bit formulaic and cheesy. But overall, I think this can bring in a new audience to Herbert's work, and I can really see Dune becoming its own big franchise if Denis Villeneuve and Warner Brothers both play their cards right. With big films under his belt like Prisoners, Sicalo, Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival, Denis Villeneuve is one of my favourite modern filmmakers, especially in the sci-fi genre, and Dune really shows his talent in the director's chair. He's really experimental when it comes to directing this movie and really makes it stand out. Besides Prisoners, which is my favourite film of his, this is definitely my second favourite film of his so far because of how visually impressive this is, and I really hope he gets an Oscar nomination for Best Director. I can tell when it gets to my Fleming Awards that he is the favourite to win. And if anybody else should deserve a Fleming Award more, it's Greg Fraser for his cinematography, because it is out of this world and it really helps Denis Villeneuve carry the film. It really carries the film. It's not all low budget CGI, it looks realistic, it stands out, and without Fraser's cinematography it would not have amazing shots and it wouldn't have the same impact, because every shot in this movie feels like a work of art, and you don't see that in any modern sci-fi movies. This is why it was the right film for Villeneuve to work on, and Fraser was the right choice of shooting this movie. Well done to both of them, so they really displayed a beautiful vision on this film. Now let's talk about Hans Zimmer's score. It was one thing I was looking forward to most of this movie, and it did not disappoint me. It was just as amazing as I expected. Zimmer is a well-established composer who's worked on some of my favourite films, and his work on Dune was truly outstanding. It was a highlight, one of the biggest highlights of this film. I love the use of the female vocals and the electrical instruments that really added the tone and the atmosphere of the film. It really was the glue to this movie, and I hope Hans Zimmer wins his second Oscar for this score. This is probably his best score since Dunkirk in 2017. Absolutely one of his best, along with No Time to Die as a highlight as well from Zimmer's career this year too. I think I prefer Dune though because it felt more original, whereas John Barry made most of the Bond music. Timothée Chalamet's performance as Paul really shows how much he has improved on his acting, and is my favourite performance from this actor so far. My favourite performance in this film was Jason Momoa as Duncan Idaho, and his performance completely stole the show in the film and really added some charm and charisma to the character. He was the standout star of the supporting cast. I also praise Rebecca Ferguson for her performances as Paul's mother, Lady Jessica, along with Stellan Skarsgård, who really gave a career-defining performance as the film's antagonist. Other performances I praise from this film are Dave Bautista, who actually put on a really good performance for once, Oscar Isaac, then Zendaya, Chad Cheng, Josh Brolin and Javier Bardem, because they all really suited their roles. Like, none of the cast in this movie are recast, and that is a really good thing in my opinion. And of course, Josh Brolin and Javier Bardem are no strangers to working together before, as they starred in the Coen brothers' Best Picture winning movie, No Country for Old Men. But in that movie, they do not share a single scene together, even though they are both two of the main characters in this film. In that movie, in this film, they actually do share a scene together, and it's really fun to see if you have seen No Country for Old Men. So thanks to Denis Villeneuve's directing, the outstanding visuals, the brilliant performances, Hans Zimmer's amazing score, the atmosphere, the story, although it does drag in places and has a little bit of corny dialogue, I'm going to give this movie a 5-star rating. I think this is one of the most visually striking movies so far. I think I can happily put this alongside Jurassic Park and 2001: A Space Odyssey as one of the most visually pleasing movies of all time, and it's now my second favourite Denis Villeneuve movie, with Prisoner still taking the #1 spot. I'm really looking forward to seeing part 2 of this film and seeing what they do with this universe. They really need to make a more impressive movie, try and up their game with any new instalments. Because of how impressive this is, they will not be able to up their game from this if their second movie is a failure. If you're into epic sci-fi movies like Star Wars or Jurassic Park, or epic fantasy movies like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, I highly recommend you can check this film out. I reckon this is the next big franchise waiting to happen, and this first chapter is definitely worth the watch. Make sure you check out Dune.
Only together can we stand a chance.
Hello everybody, I just want to thank you guys for watching today's review. I don't have a Patreon anymore unfortunately, so I'm going to give these people a shout out because they've been helping me out a lot recently. We have Christopher Hyde, who does Reality Blows, that comes out next year, so make sure you check that out. Justin Dore from Worth of the Movies, he's a great Dutch guy. I'm going to be doing a review on him on today, so check that out. Dan Harris, Dave King, Sean Ashfield, they've been helping me out as well, so shout out to them. Cody House and his friends at Video Store Reject, check out their recent episode. I do a guest spot on them for Hellboy, and I'm returning to do Moonrise Kingdom and The Shape of Water, and more discussions with them. Who else we got? We also got Alice Ewins, Bradley Danimer, Tom Kirby, James Rose, Jason Guffel, Cameron John. They've been helping me out too. I've got some other the guys at Luna Kiss, they're a good band, make sure you check them out. Trent Martin, you're a good fan. Will Crab, it's been great to hang out with you and talk movies. And let's not forget Tom Flannery and Anthony Fletcher, they always suggest me good movies and I check them out. And Philippe Salgado, who's been doing a couple of podcast episodes with me, and I'm want to get back on the Fleming Film Show. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you let me know what you thought of Dune in the comments down below, and feel free to check any past reviews or Fleming Film Show episodes on the show. So, bye everyone.